Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to another episode of Life with Marion and Joe. And today, this is episode 7 of my Fall in Love with Fall Decor for 2022. And I'm going to be working in the dining room today on the Hutch, which I usually call a china closet, but nowadays I see people are calling them a Hutch. So I'm going to start here, and usually I go buck wild up on the top of this thing, but I'm not going to do that this year. I'm scaling it back because I'm actually running out of things. And I also took the doors off. If you caught my videos for last year, I'm probably going to take them off for Christmas, but I'm leaving them on for fall because I wanted the decor to be seen, but I think you'll see what I'm doing anyway in there. So I'm going to continue with my rustic wicker look, and in here I'm going to be infusing fruit as well as yellow, orange, green, and believe it or not, purple. So first thing that we have to do is I'm going to start with a wicker basket for the top. I put in some Christmas garland and a floral block of foam, and I have these 3 orange picks left, so I'm going to use them, one on each side and one in the middle, because I'm going to place this basket right in the middle. Now up there I put a box for this to sit on and a white cloth, not white, it was gold cloth, to hide the box and to enhance the coloring that I'm using. I'm also adding the yellow, like I said, in here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place it up in the middle, up here, simply by placing it on top of a box so it sits nice and high and we can see it. I'm pushing all the leaves to the front because you can't see the back. You're looking up, so you push everything to the front, and you really don't need as much as you think you need, and that's why I'm readjusting what I did down on the table to up on the top over here. It's a different view. And I'm also using these flasks which have fruit on them, pears and apples and whatnot, and I think they're very appropriate for the theming in this room, and I usually like to use them in the fall. Now you're going to see that when I stood back and I looked at it, I had to adjust. There was a big hole there, and I just had to adjust the leaves over just like that. Inside the china closet here, I'm going to use my mother-in-law's stoneware, and they're not china by far, right? But I think they have like that wicker look. Look at that. They have a basket in the middle that looks like wicker, and it has kind of a rustic kind of a look. And I bet a lot of you people that are around my age have seen these plates because probably my mother-in-law got them from the A&P or something like that, because they all these supermarkets used to have these kind of plates, especially during the fall season. So I'm going to use, I believe I have 8 of them, and I'm going to use all 8. So it's not fine china, but I think it looks good for the application that I'm using. And here you see I did 4 across the top, and then on the second and third shelf, 1 at each end. Now I'm going to use this turkey platter, which is my mother's, because we like to use a lot of things that mean things to us, especially at the holidays. It reminds us of all our family that we miss so much, and all the great times that we all had together around the table, enjoying meals and enjoying each other. So although it's nowhere near Thanksgiving, by Thanksgiving I'm fully decorated for Christmas, so this is going in the Hutch now. Here, I'm infusing the wicker, and putting in some eucalyptus here and some other greenery as well. And I was going to try to put a pumpkin up there, but there wasn't enough room. So I'm going to be putting in some of the leaves and the sunflower, because remember I have sunflowers in the family room, I have sunflowers in the kitchen, and I'm just carrying that theme very lightly into this room. So here I'm just, playing around with maybe a pumpkin and a gourd and whatnot. And down on the sides of the turkey platter, I'm using these 2 pine picks with acorns on them, because pine cones. I love to use pine cones in the fall. This is a vessel that a friend of ours gave us, and I like to use it for fall because it has the fruit on it, and I wired in some apples and pears into a piece of Christmas garland for up there. Next, I'm going to be using these parfait green glasses, and I'm putting a pumpkin in each one. I'm not going to put leaves. I'm not going to put anything else in there. I'm putting the pumpkin in the glass, and that's it. I'm trying to calm down. I don't want it to be so visually cluttered. You have to pick and choose what you want to accent. And right here, I'm accenting down the middle with the leaves, but I'm really not going to go crazy everywhere else with leaves in this piece. And I'm showing you it's cut off, but I'm using the 2 parfait glasses in the middle shelf on each end. So I have 2 in the middle on the top, 2 in the middle on the bottom, and 1 on each side on the second shelf. Now I'm going to use these because these remind me of old Italian plates here with the fruit on them, and I'm using them in the center here to be more of a focal point near this wicker basket. I'm also using this salt and pepper shaker that are in the shape of pears that enhance my fruit and harvest theme that I have going on in here. Next, here I'm infusing a little bit of that purple with the yellow, and I'm putting in this shot glass there, and I'm using it as a vase, and I'm going to use 4 of those to make just a pop of color on each side on the top and each side on the bottom. I just pulled it out because I had to fix the placement of the leaf and the flower so that it would be facing forward. Okay, so there it is. So a little pop of color is absolutely beautiful. The orange and the yellow and the purple and the green. It's just, I don't know. I just think it looks great. I love the color. I love the colors of fall. How can you beat it? It's nature. You can't get better than nature. That's why I keep saying neutral is great, but it just pales for real in comparison to the colors of nature. So here we are on the top shelf in the middle section. Here is the second shelf in the middle section, and the third shelf in the middle section, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll be seeing you really soon with the tablescape. Okay, buddy, take care, and I'll be seeing you really soon.